All right, it's time to get started, folks. We're going to be picking up roughly where we left off with Tales of Symphonia. Last time, our intrepid heroes departed from their hometown. They found out that their best friend was the chosen one that was going to save the world. They fought against some guys that were running a concentration camp, got their village burned down. It was a busy 3 hours. So at this point, we're going to be in the desert on the journey of the chosen one to the first shrine. She has to go to some certain number of shrines in order to complete her pilgrimage. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. So I discovered the hard way last time I was playing this, because I played a little bit between last stream and now, that you can't save your game whenever you want to. It's kind of limited, and found that to be a little frustrating. So I ended up losing some progress when I got to a save point and didn't have enough save crystals. So here we are in the desert town that we finished off last time. Other than the Chosen, our group doesn't look like it's on an adventure. You still don't trust Lloyd and Guinness. They are much too young to bear the fate of the world. I'm concerned that they will not be able to handle this journey. While I may be an elf, I'm still just a school teacher from a small village, and you're a mercenary who fights for money. I don't think we're fit to handle the task of saving the world either. Wouldn't you agree? Man. Teacher putting Kratos in his place there. I believe I had everyone equipped and ready for combat. That's something I handled right before I got off last night. Whoops. I like having Lloyd as the main character. Not just for story reasons, but also because he's bright red, so he's always easy to see on any background. Where were we going? I want to say it's roughly in this direction. I remember the map kind of having a lot of pop-in. Whoops.
Don't let up! No! Like Sonic Thrust! Sonic Thrust! Sword Rain! All right.
Camera angle just wrecks me. What did that say? I'm seriously tired of this desert. Well, then do you want to go back to the village? How am I supposed to do that? I was banished. And stop talking as if you're on vacation. Man, all my characters are out there in the desert just getting all uppity with each other. Oh, I can ride on my little dog guy, and now actually see what I'm doing as well.
Let's get started. Fireball! Great thrust!
Sword rain!
Great thrust!
Demon bang!
There!
So what level am I, guys? Eight, 7, 8, 7. Yeah, all kind of low. Somewhere around here is the ancient ruins that we're supposed to be going to. There it is.
Don't let up.
Oh, hey, what's up, Pixel Pockets?
Great thrust!
Demon bang!
Great
Don't apart, we clever.
Sword rain!
Aqua Egg! Keep working on it, okay?
I hope you're having a good night tonight. Kratos, what is it? Why did you take on the job of guarding Colette? Humph, I'm a mercenary. That's how we earn money to live. I have yet to actually pay this guy. In other words, it's just a job? That's correct. That's really all? Yes. I don't know what you expected from him. Dismount my magical dog and into the ruins.
Ah, so hot. Man, I'm beat.
See, you're already worn out.
I'm sick of this desert.
I think he said I'm sick of this desert like 3 times in the last 5 minutes.
What's wrong, Noish?
Be on your guard. There are enemies about.
Let's get started.
Don't overdo it.
Down your feet.
Sword rain!
I'm still kind of getting a hang of the battle system in this game.
Sword rain!
Wind blade, right?
It's interesting because it's kind of like a fighting game, but still a JRPG in the way it controls. Like, I got really used to Ease,
This is going to be a nuisance.
which is pure action RPG, and I'm used to Final Fantasy, and this is kind of in between. It's interesting.
What is?
Nothing. Anyway, it would be a good idea for you to learn techniques to protect yourself.
Are you talking about self-defense training?
Something like that. Techniques to raise your defense during battles.
It's kind of an in-between game.
I'll show you how it's done. Once you grasp the theory, the rest should be easy.
Tilting down on L. Okay.
Okay. I don't really get it, but I already feel stronger. I can't wait to try it out.
I think you're just imagining things.
What happened to Noish?
You're right, he's gone. Oh, man, he's run off again.
He's probably nervous about the monsters. I think it would be best not to count on Noish in places with monsters around.
I've said the voice acting is a little mixed in this, but it kind of makes me nostalgic in a way. Like nowadays, games I feel like either have very, very professional, high-quality voice acting, or they don't bother at all, kind of thing. And this sort of distinctly video gamey voice acting is something you don't really hear anymore. Wow, cool. You're so strong, Lloyd. Nah, not really. I owe it to you. Not at all. I just stood back and watched. And that's why I can relax and fight. I'll be counting on you for the next one, too. You know, just thinking about your expertise, Pixel Pacos.
Is this the seal? It has my family's crest on it.
Visual novels have voice acting that kind of can have its up and downs as well. Twitch is buffering for you a lot. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's been a bad network connection day for me. Oh, we're coming to the part with my favorite part, with the plastic magic-proof shields.
Fantastic!
You'll see what I'm talking about in a second.
Look at this slab covering the entrance. It's clearly of a different composition than the surrounding stone. Oh, it's just as I thought.
Hold on one sec. Alright, just adding a little message there for Apricot in case she's having connection problems on Twitch. I use a co-streaming service now, so it should be available on other sites. Anyway, back to our plastic shield. Hold on.
This is polycarbonate,
And there it
developed
is.
during the ancient war to defend against magic.
So, I played through this part last night and ended up getting killed and getting sent back to it, but this polycarbonate line cracked me up that in this high fantasy world, their magic-proof shields are made of plastic.
Oh, feel the smooth surface. It's wondrous.
Reminds me of a Pepsi bottle.
Is she always like this?
Is she?
I've been trying so hard to hide it, too.
I like that everyone gets these pointless
This
titles.
depression, it reads Oracle Stone. Colette, place your hand here. That should reveal the entrance.
Really?
This stone is enchanted with magic designed to identify the Chosen. There's no question about it.
It opened. Yes, I think we all know that already.
She just has to rub it in that she's the chosen one to everybody. Granted, like any female chosen one, unfortunately, in JRPGs, it's not necessarily a good thing.
Okay, now it's getting exciting. Let's hurry up and go inside.
Like, male chosen ones always get cool magic powers and stuff. Female chosen ones in JRPGs always tend to be like the sacrifice to appease the angry gods or something. At least, especially in this era of JRPGs.
I hope you'll be able to maintain that enthusiasm.
Yeah, because when I first started playing this, I was like,
Pretty good.
oh, so the female lead is the chosen one. That's cool. That almost never happens.
Don't overdo it.
First aid. Found your weak.
Don't overdo it.
First aid.
Sword rain.
Sorry.
Demon never had a chance.
Okay, awesome. I'm glad that that YouTube integration is working out. And the chat window within the video is a combined YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer chat, so I'll be able to see your messages even if you're typing them on YouTube,
Go
so
all out.
no worries with that.
Okay.
What the heck?
Like demon bang. Demon bang. Sword rain.
Get him!
Work.
Sword rain.
Don't overdo it. Take this. Wind blade.
Sword rain.
Get him! Aqua Egg!
Demon
Don't
bang.
overdo it.
Demon
First
bang.
aid.
There!
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. You could have the Twitch chat open and the YouTube video open at the same time. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I've found that viewers from 2 places don't have Twitch run well for them.
All right, let's go.
And that's Australia and Minnesota. No idea why, but Twitch doesn't run well in either of those places. At least people have told me that have been in the chat.
First aid. Won't work. Don't overdo it. First aid.
Sword rain.
Aqua Egg!
And compounding that, we only have DSL where I live, so
Don't overdo it.
it's fast for DSL, but it's still DSL.
Sword rain. Just as I expected.
I mean, don't they call Minnesota the Australia of the United States, right? That's a thing people say. Probably not. That's where the freaking memory gem is. Ah. So I lost a bunch of progress last night because I got killed before I could find the memory gem. Hey, what's up, Troidel? How you doing tonight? Since you just checked into the chat here, I want to give a shout out to Troidel. He's the other streamer in the Geek to Geek podcast network, which overall is a pretty cool network. They have podcasts about video games, pop culture, all kinds of stuff. So I definitely recommend checking out Geek to Geek, Geektitude, Tea Time with Katie and Chelsea, and Troidal's stream. A boatload of cleaning. All right, man. Well, I wish you the best with that. You know, I've had a couple of people tell me that they like having my stream on specifically while they do like laundry or cleaning or stuff like that. Or somebody in my audience was telling me they were like remodeling a room and they liked having me on the background. I was like, that's kind of cool. I'm glad I can... that my being lazy and playing video games is helping other people like do productive, valuable things.
Don't overdo it.
Oh, that's right. We have blogs now on the Geek to Geek network. So yeah, check out Austin's Dragon Quest quests, which is a great name, by the way.
Don't overdo it. First aid. Don't overdo it. First aid. Don't overdo it. First aid.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Actually, while I'm in the business of giving shout-outs, I have to give a shout-out to Apricot Sushi as well. Her blog is one that I read. It's probably one of the it's probably the blog I read the most, or one of the most for sure. And one of the ones that kind of like, if I'm having a hard time getting motivated to write myself, checking her blog out kind of like gives me a little boost of energy. So definitely check out the I have the hardest time pronouncing that name, Chic Pixel blog, and also their Pixel by Pixel Pixel podcast.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
That's what you get for messing with me.
I always want to say either Chic Pixel, which I don't think is right, or I want to say Chic Pixel. Like I can never get the two different I sounds together in the same word. Pixel, yeah. Oh, I see Pixel Pocket's talking about the gay gamer. That's actually one of the other ones I read too. I guess we're kind of all in the same sort of circle of nerdery. What was it? Oh yeah, I have to push these blocks. It's a GameCube era RPG. Of course I have to push some blocks into some holes. I mean, what else would I be doing? Just while I'm showering love on everybody, I have to gush a little bit about the gay gamer. He is probably one of the nicest people I have ever interacted with on the internet. I kind of, when I first got into the whole gaming, Twitter, blog kind of world, and just seeing how like earnest and legitimately nice he was to people, I'm like, wait, you're allowed to be nice to other people on the internet? That's a thing you can do? It was just really refreshing. I'm so bad about remembering people's names. That's right. The gay gamer's name is Brian. Yeah, he's been awesome every time I've ever chatted with him. Yeah, I forgot that you guys know each other too. Savory was found? Like I found a flavor disembodied from anything else? What is that? Ah. Let's see, who needs a boost in their technique points? I guess that's what that stands for. Yeah, we'll give it to Mr. Shonen Protagonist. He's always going to be in my party. And going back a little bit in the chat there, this game was originally released on the GameCube, and I want to say maybe PlayStation 2. I'm running the Windows version of it, though, which came out a little bit later. Which is why you see Xbox button prompts. Okay, I have the top doors, the next one I have to go through. I think I lit all the torches over here. Yeah, there's only... okay. Yeah, the Windows version, I'm not sure if it can run, like how high of a resolution you can dial it up to, but it does have some settings for that. Sometimes I wonder when Japanese companies port games to PC, if they leave options that don't do anything. Like, I suspect this is really running at 720 rather than 1080. In this art style, I don't think it matters, but I know some people are really picky about that kind of thing.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Yeah, I think I kind of like missed the golden age of blogging. I was a live journal kid. Like, I guess when I was... must have been high school, I want to say. And then I kind of disconnected myself from the internet for a while. And then by the time I came back, people were already lamenting that blogs were gone, so maybe I just missed all that. But I know a lot of awesome blogs that I read started during that time period.
Don't overdo it.
There!
I mean, people like to joke and make fun of LiveJournal, and I mean, on one hand, it kind of deserves it, but hey, it got a lot of people into blogging. Or just like writing in general, you know? If you only used LiveJournal to write emo nonsense that you secretly hoped the people you were writing about would find. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the end user agreement of LiveJournal said that you had to do that, or otherwise they'd like delete your account or something. So I don't think that's anything to be ashamed about. You were using the platform for what it's for. Actually, if you want to go like way back in internet history, I want to say I had like an Angel Fire website about Pokemon and like Final Fantasy VII and stuff. It was terrible. But it got me to learn HTML at a pretty early age, so that was cool.
Don't let up.
Get him!
Don't overdo it.
Down your
First
wrist.
aid.
Tiger Blade.
Don't overdo it.
Sword Rain.
Pow
Okay.
hammer.
Sword Rain.
Aqua Edge. Pow hammer.
Just as I expected.
An Animorphs fan site, GeoCities site about anime and games. Okay, yeah, I guess we were all kind of in the same generation of early internet geek life, I guess. You documented glitches in games, so you were like a hobby QA tester? That's kind of cool. You have an Angel Fire site about Sailor Moon that still exists? Now I feel like I need to find that. Man, you talking about Sailor Moon, like, I need to go back and watch Sailor Moon again.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Pretty good.
Work.
Sonic Rush. Demon Fang.
Sorry.
Demon Fang. Like that. Demon Fang. Demon Fang. Tiger Blade.
Great thrust.
Don't overdo it.
Is everyone all right?
I'll have to check that out. Wait a minute. Troidal, you've never seen any of Sailor Moon? Ooh. Nah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm fine. Oh man, Sailor Moon was such like a defining thing about my childhood. In a way I would never admit back then, because, you know, boys aren't supposed to like Sailor Moon, but it was something I, like, secretly watched and, like, only told a few people about that, like, wouldn't give me a hard time for being a wimp, you know? Oh, we'll make an otaku out of you yet, Troidal, don't worry.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Demon Fang. Demon Fang. Demon Fang.
Take this. First aid.
Damage guard. Get him. Aqua Edge.
Demon Fang. Sonic Rush.
Sorry. Get him. Aqua Edge.
Demon Fang.
Demon Fang. Not bad, am I?
The only episode you saw was the one introducing Sailor Uranus? Oh man, I don't think I've ever seen that one. So, when I was a kid, we didn't have cable or like, we didn't really have any kind of, basically we had, you know, ABC, NBC, just those, and
You're going down.
I didn't really have much access to anime on like VHS or anything. So pretty much all of my experience with anime is whatever the networks carried with their localizations. So like I still call Sailor Moon Serena, you know? want to say Tuxedo Mask's name was Darian on network TV in the US. And I want to say they edited Sailor Uranus out or something. It's like, I don't remember. I remember other kids in school that were like getting the tapes, or I can't remember if we had manga at that point where I lived, but I remember other kids that had seen other versions of Sailor Moon talking about Sailor Uranus, and it was a big deal. Oh, okay, I have to go up through the middle to get to the checkpoint. This is a small dungeon, but I feel like it's kind of... You have to like work your way through it.
Sword rain! Sword rain!
Oh yeah, well, I mean like every anime from that period, you know. Characters aren't gay, they're just unusually good friends, right?
Demon bang! Sword rain!
There.
Hey, how's it going? Pixel Crash Weeble, and I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name. Sir HC Man? So this is Tales of Symphonia. I'm playing the PC version. It was originally released on the GameCube, though. And this is a blind playthrough, so if you see me stumbling around a little bit trying to figure out what to do, that's because I've somehow never played a Tales game, even though I'm kind of like a RPG aficionado. Okay, I think the staircase was back there. Or I need to go back around again. If you've been wondering why I have not been opening that one treasure chest specifically, it's because I opened it when I played this part of this dungeon earlier and got killed, and it has a mimic in it that just wrecked me.
Don't overdo it.
No way! Sword rain! Demon tricky!
Sonic will work.
I think I have a revival potion for my guy. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's been a little challenging to get used to because it's so different than any other RPG I've ever played. Because it's sort of an action RPG and still sort of a like more traditional turn-based RPG at the same time. Like, you still do combos like a fighting game, almost.
Is everyone all right?
There we go. That's how I get back to the checkpoint. Let's see. Oh, there's a little side conversation here. Man, it's hot. Say, can we go back into town for a bit? I like these little party chats they have. What are you talking about? We haven't broken the seal yet. We've been wandering back and forth for a while now, and I'm all worn out. I'm sure we're almost there, so let's hang on, okay? But Colette, you don't look well yourself. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry. Colette's collapsed. Oh no. She's been pushing herself too hard. I should have noticed. Let's rest for a bit. Oh, you're grinding EverQuest characters while you watch this? Alright, man. Well, I know I find grinding to be really tedious, so it's nice to have something on in the background, so glad I can help with that. So the boss is immediately after I go through this portal. I know because it killed me yesterday. So now that I saved, I'm so curious about what that Mimic chest has in it. So I think I'm going to go back a little bit now that I've saved. And if the Mimic kills me, it's not the end of the world. Come here, little worm. Run around it. Yes. I'm glad this game doesn't have random encounters. Now, reading back a little bit in the chat. Yeah, Sailor Uranus and her partner were cousins in the original dub, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think that makes it any more kid-friendly, really. I think, if anything, that makes it worse. Not that it was bad to begin with, but you know what I mean. Like, I think in trying to solve what they saw as a problem at the time, they created one that was, you know, like, gay characters is one thing, but then they're potentially incestuous characters. I don't know who made that decision, but at some point I need to go back and see a better, like a better dub of Sailor Moon, because I've only ever seen that original ABC or whatever channel it was version of it. Okay, I'm gonna heal myself up fully and see if I can actually kill this Mimic. Oh, I have a character in my party that's dead. I should probably fix that. Can I use first aid out of battle? Oh, I can. Okay, let's see if I can beat this Mimic and find out what he actually has.
Don't get too comfortable. Work.
No!
Well, I got killed immediately. What if there's some special trick to killing that thing? Like, it's kind of jarring to me the way when you want to use items, the game just straight up stops. Like, I'm used to the more Final Fantasy XII style, I guess, where the action is still going on in the background, or maybe Xenoblade style for a party-based action RPG.
Sorry about that, eh?
Demon Fang! Demon
Get
Fang!
him! Aqua Edge!
Actually, I wonder... I want to see how much HP this thing has. If it's going to kill me, I at least want to know how close I can. 283, I just barely made a damage. Jeez.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Sis!
Jeez. Yeah. Maybe I won't find out what the Mimic has. Thankfully, I just saved, so no one ever heard from them again. That's so discouraging. Well, we'll try our hands with the boss here. Just in case the Mimic is more difficult than the boss. I wouldn't put it past an old game like that to do that, where you're supposed to remember that you couldn't beat the Mimic, come back then after grinding or the next dungeon or so, and then you get some awesome item. First order of business. Bring back Kratos. Next, go ahead and heal everybody else up with magic, so we don't use all of our expendables. And now we use the consumables. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do, I know it's a fire-based enemy because it's a fire dungeon, so I'm going to see if I can enable or disable, like force my AI characters to do certain skills. I don't want him to forget it. So basically there's no point in having him do fireball on fire enemies. And probably not stone blast, wind, lightning. So we'll keep that aqua blade on there. Don't think anyone else has. Probably don't want fireball on him either. Man, I have even more abilities than I've been like keeping track of. Guardian. What does Guardian do? Here we go. Guardian. Block most magics and weapon-based attacks. It could come in handy. And the last thing we're going to do... Sorry this is taking me a little bit here, but since I know this is a hard enemy coming up, I'm kind of just getting everything together. Alright, we should be ready for combat. Go ahead and save one more time. And into the fire.
This place is also built with Magi technology. Absolutely fantastic.
Ah, what the? Let's go!
So I think I want to get rid of the minions first.
Demon Fang!
Don't overdo it. First aid!
Demon Fang! Guardian!
Don't overdo it. First aid!
Sword Rain!
Don't overdo it.
Fight out its corner.
Lightning!
Alright, let's heal people up a little bit more. Yeah, I wish I could assign like hotkeys to items. I know this isn't that kind of game, but that would be really useful. It would just make the game flow a little better.
You okay?
Don't overdo it. First aid!
Okay. I'm sorry.
No!
First aid!
A little too late there with the first aid, buddy. Alright. He's got a good amount of HP. Good, I still have 3 life bottles left.
This is a no. Watch out, okay?
There!
Don't overdo it. First aid!
Demon Fang!
Take this! First aid!
Sword Rain!
Good work.
Great thrust!
Sword Rain!
Alright, gotta revive my little elf boy over there.
You okay? You okay?
Take this! First aid!
I'm sorry, everyone.
Man, I'm getting lit up. Yeah. If it doesn't go my way, I might have to go and grind a little bit.
You okay?
Okay. Because Lloyd is kind of my main damage dealer, and having him hanging out in the back there is just not really working.
Sword rain! Sword rain!
Alright, I think I'm down to my last life potion. Ah, I'm out of life potions altogether, so now I'm down a guy, so... This is probably going to fall apart on me really quickly here. What can I give a lemon gel to? I wish it displayed the max amount of HP each character had.
Right thrust.
No
Sorry.
way! Sword rain! Sword rain! Tiger blade! Sword rain!
I don't think I have any items that can help me left, so I'm just gonna have to pound on this guy and see what happens. Well, you know, I might as well see how close I am to killing it.
There!
Oh, close, but not close enough.
Tiger blade! Sword rain!
Oh!
Just as I expected.
Man, barely pulled that one out. What I wonder now is if no one else got any XP. You know what I mean? If everyone else was unconscious. Oh, thanks, Pixel Pockets.
You, the chosen of regeneration, offer your prayers at the altar.
Yes, my lord. Oh, Goddess Martel, great protector and nurturer of the earth, grant me thy strength.
Colette, my dear daughter, you have done well.
Thank you, Father.
I kind of like that awkward line read. It
The
kind of
guardian
works.
of the seal has fallen, and the first seal has been released. Ifrit will surely awaken soon.
I mean, to be fair, she just found out that her dad, that her actual dad, the dad that raised her is not her dad, and that she's an angel's child somehow, so I get the
In the name
awkwardness.
of Crucius, I shall grant you the power of the angels.
Thank you, my lord.
Ooh, anime cutscene.
The angel transformation will not be without pain. Yet, it is but for one night. Be strong and endure.
I humbly accept this trial.
The next seal lies far to the east, across the sea. Offer your prayers at that altar.
Yes, Lord Remuel.
The placement
I shall
of his
await
magical
you at the
light is a
next
little awkward
seal,
when he disappears.
The chosen of regeneration. My beloved daughter, Colette.
I have to say, the angel, his delivery of my beloved daughter, so unconvincing. And I'm wondering if that might be on purpose.
Colette has wings.
Uh-huh, and look, I can put them away too.
My beloved daughter that I've only spoken to 3 times. Oh, retractable wings.
Oh, wow! That's so cool!
Here, look, look!
If I had retractable wings, I would totally do that too.
He said the next place is across the sea. That means we get to sail on a ship. Haha, I can't wait.
A ship? I wonder if there are any ships sailing with the way things are right now.
We should head to the coast to see what we can find.
Okay, you two, we get it already. That's enough.
She's still playing with them in the background. That's kind of great.
Okay.
Definitely want to save now. I think everyone still managed to level up. So I liked in my previous stream when the first time Lloyd meets angels, he has a little conversation with his friend Gennis, and he's like, so now that I've met an angel, I have a question. And Gennis is like, oh yeah, I can understand why you'd have a question after meeting an angel. What is it? And he was like, how do they put on shirts? Like with the wings sticking out, do they have to have special shirts with holes in the back? And it's like dumb, but also hilarious at the same time.
Everyone.
Pretty good.
Get up! Aquahead! Found your weak tiger to reveal thy glory. Angel feathers!
Sonic
Get up!
thrust!
Aquahead!
Demon fang!
Get up! Aquahead!
Tiger blade!
Get up! Aquahead! Tiger feet.
All right.
Let's go! Aquahead!
Thrust!
Found your weak tiger feet to reveal thy glory. Angel feathers! How's that?
Ooh, that angel's feather skill is awesome. I'm assuming I'll lose it since she only gets her wings for one night.
Hammer!
At least that's what the angel made it sound like. But
Keep working
that is a
on
pretty
it,
useful
okay?
skill.
Colette, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine at all. Your face is completely white. It's all my fault. I got carried away and kept making her pull her wings in and out.
She did that all on her own, dude.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Thank you, Lloyd.
Now's not the time for that. Her lips are turning purple. We must get her to a doctor in the city immediately.
Wait. It's best not to move her.
Why?
Remember the angel's words. The angel transformation process requires her to overcome a trial.
Fighting the giant fire monster wasn't the trial?
Rather than taking her to a doctor, it would be best to let her rest here.
I'm... okay. I'll be fine after a little rest. I'm sorry to cause so much trouble.
Stop apologizing all the time, you dork. It's not as if you can help it. You were suddenly turned into an angel.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, let's set up camp before it gets dark.
I love it when RPGs have campfire scenes like this. Reminds me of Chrono Trigger. Your X-Sphere has an unusual color. It does seem to be a little different from yours and the others. By the way, why do you have an X-Sphere? I still don't understand what X-Spheres do, other than they're important. I took one from a design. I heard that the designs force humans at the ranch to make them. So that's why Marble had an X-Sphere too. Is it alright if I ask you something as well? Okay, sure. Why were you raised by a dwarf? I feel like he could have phrased that a little better. Dad found me collapsed in the forest along with Mom and Noisha. Although what really happened was that we were attacked by designs. I see from the sound of that your father is probably not alive either. Probably not. So the designs are responsible for the deaths of your parents. Your life has been completely torn apart by them. Huh? Your mother was killed, and then you were chased out of your village. The village was his fault? No, the village is not his fault. He tried to break somebody out of a concentration camp. I don't think he needs to take any blame for that. Yeah, I guess you're right. People are hopelessly powerless. Yes, they are, but you can't blame others for that weakness. That's why I'm going to grow stronger. I'm going to become powerful and defeat the designs. I see that no matter what awaits ahead, you must not forget that determination. Why am I talking to you about this anyway? Yeah, until this scene, those guys hated each other. Hey, how was the tofu curry? This guy has good taste. I love tofu curry. Yeah, it tasted pretty good. Really? Are you sure your taste buds are okay? I was just thinking the same thing. What's that supposed to mean? Didn't have all the ingredients, so I couldn't get the flavor I wanted. Cooking is kind of the central theme of the game, I've noticed, but I haven't quite figured out what the point of it is. You're the one that made this? Of course. I was the professor. Oh, will you try my cooking next, Lloyd? If you want to live, you better not. Oh, that's right. You have to have at least one tropey character who doesn't cook. But it's true. I was playing Xenoblade 2 recently, and there's always, I want to say it's Mithra, there's always one character that's a terrible cook, and it's like a big deal.
Oh yeah, I know it's kind of late now, but here's your birthday present.
Huh. Just this scene is voice acted. That's interesting.
Oh no, it's broken.
I wonder when it broke. I'm sorry, I'll make you a new one.
Thanks. And I'm sorry that I keep causing trouble for you.
Don't worry about it.
She does apologize a lot.
By the way, you haven't been eating at all. Are you still feeling sick?
No, I'm fine. I just don't seem to have much of an appetite.
You won't be able to keep up your strength if you don't eat.
I know, you're right.
Lloyd, don't push her.
Colette is delicate, unlike you.
Shut it! I'm sorry, Colette.
No, I'm okay. I'm really sorry for worrying you.
Seems Colette's feeling better now. Yeah, it looks like becoming an angel is pretty rough. Yeah, I wonder if her biological structure is changing. Bio what? In other words, I wonder if she's becoming a different kind of life form. I mean, she's just becoming an, I like how I said, she's just becoming an angel, right? No big deal. That's true. However, what I want to know is, in what way are angels and humans different? Probably the whole wings and teleportation thing. Who knows? We don't know, but it doesn't matter. Colette is Colette. You may be right. Okay. Guess I can walk over here now. Okay, so I can't go over there. Oh, I haven't talked to the dog yet. He doesn't say anything. I've talked to everybody.
I'm gonna go for a little walk.
Ah, here we go.
Want me to come?
Thanks, but I'll be fine by myself.
Ha ha, you got rejected.
Hey, shut up, Genus.
Ugh.
I always want to pronounce that name as Genus. But the way he pronounces it sounds like he's saying, "Shut up, genius."
What's happening to me?
Professor, where are we going to go next? We should head for Palma Costa. I don't think we're going to find any more clues on this continent. Church of Martel is there, blah, blah, blah. We're going to Palma Costa. We have to pass through the Oscar Trail. It's not a treacherous trail, but there's no harm in being prepared. We do some shopping in Triet before we go. Yeah, because I used up every single one of my healing items, so that's probably wise. Huh? Oh, very clever, Pixel Pockets. Since I've been giving a lot of shout-outs on this stream today, if Pixel Crash is still listening, that's another great stream people should check out if you haven't already. I may be a little biased because he has similar taste in games to me, from what I've noticed, so if you like RPGs and that sort of thing, definitely check him out. I'm exhausted. Let's get to the end. Candace, you're gonna trip. I'm fine. Come on, come on. You know, I don't think I'd want to go on like an epic RPG adventure with an older sibling. Just taking the wind out of your sails all the time. You trip easily, so you need to calm down a little. But, no buts. Honestly, that's why I always tell you to be careful. See, you're hurt. Just a scratch and I'm bleeding. Quiet. The sands of Triet are very fine. The wound might get infected. Honestly, do you really think you can go on this journey acting like this? Can't tell if the professor is mad or worried or what. Really? She's caring and gentle. It's likely her love for her brother causes her to act like this. Rain obtained the title of Sisterly Love. I still don't know what the titles do, other than have some amount of comedic effect. Let's see, I should have plenty of money. Yeah, almost 3,000. Gotta replenish all of those items I burnt through. Actually... Oh, and no problem, Pixel Crash. Purchase a mysterious gem with your grade? What? X gems are precious, but it's a waste not to use them. Or to not use them. I provide you gems in exchange for your grade. The higher level the gem, the more grade I'll need. If you get short on gems, just come back again. Don't hesitate to use your gems, meow. Why do you have gems? Well, that's a secret. I don't really understand what the gems do, though. Map making expedition, unvisited area, missed items and monsters. Yeah, I don't really get what those guys do either. So I'm just going to load up on healing items, hit the inn, and then we'll move on to the next part of the quest. Let's see, maybe 4 of these. Three of those. Got plenty of these. Sure. Holy bottle. Reduces enemy encounter rate. Yeah, that could come in handy. Oh, and I already have some magic lenses. Yeah, I guess I'm good. Yeah, guess we'll save money for the item shop in the next town. Oh, everyone's actually at full HP. Huh. I'll purchase a gem to see what it does. Oh, actually I don't have enough. Well, I'll remember I can do that for later. I'll look at a bigger version of the map. See, that's the rest area I was before. Yeah, like what's over here?
You're gonna regret this.
Demon Fang! Out of my sight!
Demon Fang!
Work!
All right.
Okay, nothing around this little corner. What is that? Hey, do you remember when we first met? Of course. I was having problems doing homework. Teacher before rain gave me. And you came by and solved it for me. I remember thinking how pathetic the school system is in Azalea. Of course, it turned out to be just you. You could be a real brat, you know that. I kind of like how catty everyone is with each other. But you end up becoming friends with me. Well, you're always alone during lunch. Yeah, so I was really happy. Because you and Colette came to talk to me. I was able to like humans for the first time. It's so interesting to me that, like, really the only difference between elves and humans in this game are just hair color. You did? That's why you're special to me. Aww.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
How's that?
Demon Fang!
Pretty good, right?
Okay, I see a little bridge up there. I'm wondering if that's where I'm supposed to go.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Yeah! Get him! Lightning! Hellhammer! Lightning! Pretty good, right?
It is really easy to get disoriented on the world map.
I beg of you, try.
Never stood a chance.
I need to re-enable some of these guys' skills. No, they're good. Oh, that's right. This goes back towards the starting town. I get so spoiled by modern games that just mark the map where you're supposed to go next.
Out of my sight.
Sorry. Lightning! Man, that was pathetic.
So I'm probably supposed to cut across the desert to the side, maybe?
thrust! Sword
The
rain!
Tiger Beach revealed thy glory.
Sword rain! All right.
Oh, I see where I'm supposed to go next. Okay.
Let's go all out. Watch this. Tempest.
Oh, that was kind of cool.
How's that?
Work.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Ray, get him! Twin Blade!
All right.
Check out that new skill I just got. Alright. So it looks like I can have 6 hotkeys assigned.
Don't let up.
What's wrong?
Demon Fang!
Demon Fang!
Thy Tiger Beach revealed
Sword
thy glory.
rain!
Angel feathers!
That was just warming up.
There it is. That didn't even look like anything on the map. I didn't see that little light blue mark. Yeah, Asa Trail. Here we go.
Stop!
What?
Is she a friend of yours, Lloyd?
Not that I'm aware of.
Is the chosen of mana among you?
Oh, that's me.
Prepare to die.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, that was convenient.
Oh no, what should I do? I did it again.
Wait, when did she previously knock someone down a trapdoor?
You don't need to worry about it. If she had not fallen in, you might have been killed.
But...
Don't worry about it. Looks like she's an enemy.
I hope she's okay.
Really?
Even assuming her weight to be 45 kilograms, and this hole to be 10 meters deep, and calculating the gravity constant at 9.8, the impact shouldn't have been fatal.
I have to turn my, like, math and science brain off when I play this game with the polycarbonate magic-proof materials, and falling 10 meters is... that's a lot.
Gravity constant? I don't understand what you just said, but she's alive, right?
She'd probably never walk again, because 10 meters is what, 30 feet or so?
Probably.
Still, man, she's got some bad luck standing right on top of a trapdoor and all.
It's not a trap. It's a hidden maintenance passage for the mountain path.
We should get moving.
Hey, shouldn't we try to find out who that woman was?
She'll come after us again on her own. This area is too confined. The footing is poor. It would be wise not to linger.
Can I fall down there if I stand on it? No. Be painful if I fall. Yeah, 10 meters is a serious drop. And as much as I joke about polycarbonate shields, I'm pretty sure polycarbonate is what riot shields are made out of, so it's really not that ridiculous. It's just weird in a high fantasy game.
I beg of you, reveal thy glory. Angel feathers!
Sonic thrust! No way! Sword rain! Sword rain! Sword rain!
Angel feathers!
Sword rain!
Sonic thrust!
Tiger! Wind blade!
Just as I expected. Don't let up!
That's what these guys saying now are
Angel feathers! I'm a goner!
Work!
Sword rain! Sonic thrust!
Sonic thrust!
I'm a goner!
What a weird enemy voice sample. I mean, it makes sense that they say, ow, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm hitting them with swords. But they're just like, I'm a goner. My internal organs are now external organs. That makes me sad. It's just, the line read is just so goofy. Battle staff was found. Do I have any battle staff users? Yeah. No, not bad. Stiletto is a sword? I'd gotten that item earlier and I assumed it was a shoe. I was like, I'll just have really fashionable heroes. Granted, I think the stiletto shoe is named after a type of knife or something. Yeah, organs of sadness indeed. Well, let's see. How does Kratos do with stilettos? Oh, much better. Oh, I have a circlet too. Who can take a circlet? Oh, that's probably a female character specific thing. That only helps intelligence, so I probably want to give that to Rain, because she's a magic user. Oh yeah. I used to always try to make well-rounded characters, like giving the intelligence boosting things to the strong but not intelligent characters, and like giving strength and defense boosting items to wizards and whatnot, and I've since kind of realized that it's better to just play to your character's strengths than to try to make jacks of all trade, master of none characters.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
I'm a
Never had a chance. no quarter.
The icon on the field looked like such a cute little
I
bear.
beg of you, reveal thy glory.
Angel feathers!
Take this. First aid.
Sword blade! Fireball!
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Sword rain!
Work.
Just as I expected.
One right after another. Don't overdo it. First aid.
Sonic
Work.
thrust!
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Blade thrust!
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Sword! You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
I'm getting a lot of crafting materials, so in the next town I should be in good shape.
You're going down.
Demon Fang.
Tiger blade!
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Sword rain! Like that.
Don't overdo it. Take this. Storm blast. Don't overdo it. First aid.
Sword rain! Tempest!
Take this. First aid.
I like that with Tempest I can kind of flip over the enemy and then break their guard from behind. I still play this a little bit too button mashy, I think, to do that reliably when I need to, but I like that that ability exists at least. And I like that with Sonic Thrust I can kind of separate the enemies a little bit.
Angel feathers!
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Sword rain! You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Oh, nice checkpoint. Melange gel? Sounds fancy.
Be careful, everyone. Sorry.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Like that.
I'm a
Blade thrust!
Sword rain!
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Get away!
Fireball!
I really need to start blocking more. I kind of just send Lloyd in head first into it,
You picked the wrong guy to
which
mess
seems kind of appropriate for his personality, but it does mean that I'm having to heal him probably more than I should be. I'm assuming at the end of this I'll have a boss battle against the lady that fell into the pit at the beginning of this area.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Fireball!
Like that.
Don't overdo it. First
Sword
aid.
rain!
Don't overdo it. First aid. Take this. First aid.
time to fly.
The Mandragores, they're even like sucking their thumb, or maybe like
I'm a
putting their finger in their mouth. I guess they're just nervous enemies.
All right, let's go. Okay.
Thrust.
Tempest! Sword rain! Tempest!
Get him! Fireball!
Don't overdo it. First aid.
Tempest!
Keep working on it, okay?
Yeah, we'll fight some humans too.
We can do it!
Sword blade! You ain't going. What's wrong? You like work? Hey,
First aid! Demon Fang!
it just wasn't your day.
What a surprise.
Wow, she caught up with us.
Oh, thank goodness.
Don't move. A wise decision. I won't be caught off guard this time. Prepare to die.
Oh, I like her music already.
Don't overdo it! First aid!
Sword!
I got it! Item!
Sonic Rush! Sword blade! Tempest!
Get him! Lightning!
No way!
Don't overdo it! Aren't we clever? Aren't we clever?
Fire seal! Fire seal!
Oh, that's cool. Melange gel heals HP and TP, which is magic points, basically.
Don't overdo it!
There!
First aid!
Tiger blade! Tiger blade!
Damn! Get him! Wind blade! You're gonna pay!
Tempest!
It seems like none of my AI-controlled guys can use items. It's kind of strange. Because they generally handle themselves well otherwise.
You okay? Tempest!
Never
Okay,
had
that
a
wasn't too bad.
chance.
Just you wait. I swear I will kill you all next time.
Wait! Why are people trying to kill us?
There are always those that reject salvation.
Maybe she's a Desian.
Who knows? At any rate, we are in constant danger. That's all we have to know.
Those clothes.
Professor, something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Let's go.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go look for a place where we can get a ship.
Oh, she's not in my party, but I can use her healing skills in the field anyway? That is really useful, because she'll always have full MP. I need to remember that. Looks like the tunnel is still usable. I wonder if it was abandoned recently. Doesn't look like they exhausted the ore. There must have been some reason why they had to cease mining operations. The designs. Or monsters. Actually, just before I head in there, is there anything else in this area? Oh, I can go to the field. Lloyd, what? Fighting in a party means the coordination with your partners is important as well. Yeah. Your choice of strategy and orders can greatly affect the tide of battle. Do not forget that you are not alone. Yeah, I know that already. Yeah. Unison attack is now available. Ah, so that's what U attack is in the command screen. All party members attack consecutively to deliver greater damage. Okay, so basically the same thing as a chain attack in Xenoblade. In order to unleash a U attack, the U attack gauge must be filled. The U attack gauge will increase by successfully scoring multiple hits on enemies during battle. When the U attack gauge is full, the U attack can be initiated by pressing down, down on the right stick. The U attack sequence will begin if the initial U attack hits the enemy. Okay. Pressing each of these buttons unleashes the set special move, one after another. Special moves during a U attack do not consume TP. Okay, so I basically get to shoot off one skill per person. In addition, depending on the special moves used, compound special attacks may occur. Try various different combinations. This game seemed really simple at first, and it has been layering on more and more mechanics as I've been going. Who was that girl earlier? Hope we get to see her again. What are you talking about? She's trying to kill you. Yeah, good point. Yeah, once we become friends, I'll have to ask her why she was doing that. Oh, are you kidding me? How do you plan on becoming friends with her? Good question. Do suggest. How am I supposed to know? Try to come up with a plan before we see her again. Yeah, some people are just too nice. So now I wonder if I'd be better off wandering around further, or if I should go into that. Let's go into that cave and see what's in there. Now that I've saved, at least.
Be careful, everyone!
Work. What's wrong? You're gonna pay. No. What's wrong? Don't overdo it.
Angel feathers!
Won't work. Sonic Rush.
Gotcha. What's wrong?
Just as I expected.
Black silver was found. Which is... Okay, it's a crafting material. That makes sense.
Be careful, everyone!
Don't Don't overdo it.
No sword rain! Sword rain! You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
That woman. What is it? Just the clothes the assassin was wearing. Don't you think they were rather unique? Indeed, they weren't something you see every day. Yeah, she definitely wasn't wearing an undershirt. No, they're dwarven clothes. The one they're wearing now is made by my father. How can you call that similar? That's what happens when one is raised by a dwarf. Man, he seems a little prejudiced against dwarves. How many hours have I put into this game so far? I want to say maybe 6. I kind of want to fight this skull, but it's probably going to kill me. Now we're going to do it anyway. I fight strong ones, you face me. Oh. Farewell. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for whatever that is going to be yet. I want to say this is probably at least a 40-hour game, though. Well, I'll remember that Angry Skull is there for later. Angry but still polite. That looks like the seaside town I'd imagine we would need to go to. Oh, Pixel Crash, so it's a 40-hour game? Okay. Ooh, there's a glowing spot over there. What is that?
Don't let up!
What's wrong with you? Don't overdo it. First aid.
Tigers will work!
What's wrong?
You ain't going nowhere.
Don't overdo it.
First aid.
What's wrong?
You ain't working nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Demon Fang.
Oh, welcome back, Troidle.
Work.
A quick conversation, no need to apologize, a quick conversation turned into moving most of the furniture in the home. Yeah, that can happen sometimes.
Reinforcements, huh?
Well, I hope you're able to get your cleaning and stuff that you need to do done.
You ain't going nowhere.
Don't overdo it.
You ain't going
Good job, everyone.
So, I bet... So it gives me a score. If you see that grade plus 0.1, and it gives me a max hit and all that sort of stuff. So from what I've gathered so far, the technical approach to playing it is to combo like a fighting game. Because if you just button mash, you can only get maybe 3 hits off at a time. Generating the world. Such foolish nonsense. What's foolish about it? Let's say this regeneration is successful, but eventually the world will start to decline again like before. Then another chosen one will go on a dangerous journey. It does not end. That's... What we're doing does not solve the basic problem, it only buys some time. I wonder why the world regeneration was created in the first place. What, you're asking the question now? It doesn't matter. You now have doubts. If you do not stop your thought process, then maybe something will change. Kratos, you're pretty weird. Maybe I am. Yeah, that was something. I always like checking these little remote corners of the map for things. Every once in a while they put something up there. Not this time, though. Anyway, we'll go to the town we're actually supposed to go to. So I think the other thing I'm supposed to be doing in combat is making more use of, like, blocking and... see how some attacks flip me over the enemy? Like, I'm probably supposed to do those when they're blocking so that I can do guard breaks and stuff. Every once in a while I've been managing to pull that off, but...
Hope.
Are they the, Captain... what are they called? The Planeteers? I like the Kratos size before saying his.
Don't worry, leave it to me. Get him!
No! Sonic!
I hope you learned your lesson.
So I'm only controlling the red character directly. The other guys have little AI routines. And if you want, you can remove moves from their repertoire, but I don't think you can control them too much beyond that. Unless you hit the menu button, you can pause the action and give them what their next command in the queue will be. But for the most part, I kind of just let them do their own things, and then just use items on them when they get damaged.
Reinforcements, huh?
Don't overdo it.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
A bit of a Final Fantasy 15 vibe. So actually I haven't played Final Fantasy 15, so I can't really say for sure. Or Kingdom Hearts for that matter, so... could be. I always thought that Kingdom Hearts... Again, I have no idea about Final Fantasy 15. I always thought Kingdom Hearts was more like Ys, where it's just a pure action-based thing. But I don't really know. Isolde. The small fishing port of Isolde. You despise Kingdom Hearts. Oh, that's right, Pixel Crush. You were telling me you're not a big fan of... That game is directed by, is it Tetsuya Nomura? Which I want to say Nomura is also the director of Final Fantasy 15, so I guess that's why there's similarities. Ooh. A garbage designer. Okay, yeah. Strong feelings about him, huh? Whether you need food or a room, the seagull inn is at your service. There aren't any passenger ships running. It's too dangerous. Troidel and I were talking about this a little bit the other night, but I never really got into Kingdom Hearts because I just have a hard time accepting like edgy, cool Mickey and Goofy and Donald Duck. Like, there's something jarring about them trying to make those characters cool in the same way that Final Fantasy characters are. It just kind of comes across as try-hard to me. Reed. No, he's not here anymore. He said he was going back to his hometown. I need to talk to this guy again. I guess I'll have to go by land, but the monsters in the north are strong and I'm too scared to go. Poor guy. So I was watching some of Troidel's stream of Kingdom Hearts last night, and Mickey was like wearing like all black and he had a sword and stuff. I don't know, I just couldn't buy it. He much ruined the Final Fantasy franchise. Thankfully, online games in 12 were alright. Oh, is Nomura Final Fantasy 12? Because I actually really like Final Fantasy 12. Like, honestly, what I would want, I think, Kingdom Hearts to be is a, like, if they made a just straight up all the Disney characters going on an RPG adventure together, I'd be up for that. And I know they already have Final Fantasy crossover games like, what's the little cutesy chibi one that I've been kind of wanting to get? World of Final Fantasy. Separately, I can like either of those things, but mixed together, it doesn't work for me. Nomura took over 12 at the end when the OG director and designer has a breakdown. Nomura did very little with it. That was mostly the team that did FF Tactics. Yeah, I guess it is a lot like FF Tactics thematically. Well, we'll catch you in a little while, I guess, Troidel. Or if not, another night. Yeah, I watched a trailer of Kingdom Hearts 3, and it kind of just looked like it's the Kingdom Hearts that has so far appealed to me the most, based on the promotional materials at least, because it kind of just looked like Disney characters doing Disney character things together, and that seemed kind of fun. There's no Desian human ranch in this area, so we can relax and live in peace. That's good. The whole human ranch thing makes me uncomfortable. A tiny village like this probably isn't even worth attacking. Oh man, I was watching The Promised Neverland, a new anime series, earlier today, so the whole human ranch thing is especially on front of my mind right now. Anyone that's seen it knows what I'm talking about. I won't say any more for people that haven't. Tiny village like this probably isn't worth attacking. How can I quell these feelings I have? Ifried. If you're looking for Ifried, we heard he went back to his hometown. What did you say? Is that true? Yeah, we just busted into your house and started interjecting ourselves into your personal life. Yep, so it seems anyway. This is my chance. Huh? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. My granddaughter is so naive, she let herself be toyed around with by that rogue. You can tell when Nomura leaves his mark. Every face is the same. There are buckles and zippers everywhere, and there are too many nonsensical terms that no humans would ever be caught saying. Is it if buckles and zippers everywhere? I'm like, is it safe to assume that he designed Lulu from Final Fantasy X? You want to talk about buckles everywhere? She let herself be toyed around with by that rogue. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind the, like, ridiculous outfits in Final Fantasy. At least in Final Fantasy X. So I haven't played any after 12, so I don't know about the current ones. Granted, I was probably, like, just the right age for Final Fantasy X to be, like, targeted at me, so that one's one of my favorites. In other contexts, I'd be embarrassed to admit in my childhood bedroom in my parents' house, I had a giant wall scroll with Lulu and Yuna from Final Fantasy X on it. I think it might still be there. Now I kind of want to go back and get it, but I have no idea where I would hang it now. Man, it's hard to believe Colette has wings now. Yeah, I was surprised too. Say, Colette, what's going to happen at the next seal? What? Next, maybe you get an angel halo, or your body starts glowing. All plausible. I don't think it'll be horns or fangs or anything. I mean, you're an angel after all. Dennis, stop. Okay, now it's time for... I like how they just slide their character portraits off the screen. It's weird, isn't it, having wings? No, it's not. Even if you become an angel, you're still you, okay? Thank you, Lloyd. Since Final Fantasy games have been kind of a topic of discussion, it's sort of I have two goals as like an RPG fan, and it's to play every Final Fantasy and every Ys. And Final Fantasy 13 is the one I have next in the queue. And I know that one's very polarizing, so I'm kind of curious how it'll land with me. I see, so Ifried was running away from that woman. That's why he always moored his boat at the pier quietly in the middle of the night. Say Max is head over heels in love with Lila, though Lila doesn't seem to be interested in him at all. Came to stock up on fish, but they're not fishing right now. Chosen One is going to come here soon. Yeah, she's in the party right now. Say, don't you look a bit like that wanted poster? Haha, just kidding. What, you're looking for a ship? We're fishermen. Try someone else. Fishermen don't have ships? You want to go to sea? You should ask the boss. Here we go. What's the matter with you? You're going to refuse my request? He returned to his hometown of Lewin. It's not like that. There are giant monsters at sea now. It's dangerous, and I care about you too much to let you come aboard. That's all. Fine, then you go deliver this letter for me. No, why should I have to act as a go-between for my rival in love? Oh, little small-town drama here. Oh, please stop whining. Fine. You there, excuse me. Do you see anyone else here? I'd like you to deliver this letter from me to Ifried and Lewin. We can't deliver it if we can't cross the ocean. Yep. If you'll deliver it, I'll have Max take you on his boat. You can't be serious. It's settled, alright, Max? Not gonna do it. Yeah, why would he agree to that? You're kidding me. Are you saying it's alright if my letter doesn't make it to Ifried? No, I mean, it's not that I don't mean that. Then what do you mean? If you keep making a fuss about this, I'll just do this on my own. Was you gonna swim there? Okay, I'll go, damn it. Should have just said that from the start. Then it's in your hands now. Make sure it gets to him. Acquired the letter. She's really pushy. Yeah, no kidding. Let me know when you're ready to leave. Alright. Cool, so I have a boat now. Well, let me look around real quick to see if there's anything else to do in this town. I was hoping there'd be a weapon shop. Come on out, my dear. Who is he talking about? EB? What the hell is EB? Stands for Emotional Balloon Meow? What? Pick the same one I do. Aim for a synchro rate of 100%. You can do it. I think I'll pass. I tend to really not be into the mini games in RPGs. Welcome to Deep Blue. Ah, here we go. Here's a store. Hey, did you hear? There's a weird guy who drifts around the ocean in a homemade boat. Yeah, unless I missed something, there's no provisioning in this town at all. Alright, well, we'll hit the checkpoint and then we'll head out to the high sea. So I think I just hit the 6-hour mark there for Apricot, who was asking about the playtime so far. Oh, there's a section of town down here I didn't even see. That's small, though. Go east across the ocean to get to Palma Costa. the largest city in Silveron. Waves are fun. And journey in that boat. Yeah, good luck, little guy. Alright, to the boat. Alright, ready? Yep. Okay, let's set sail. Don't blame me if we run into any monsters. Now we can finally go to the next seal. Yeah! I was afraid this journey would force me to be on a boat sooner or later. Settle down, this thing's tiny. Do you want to fall out? Gee, I'm so sorry my ship is too tiny for you. I like that guy got offended. Sailing across that nice GameCube era water. Thanks, Max. What are you going to do now? I'm kind of disappointed that was a completely uneventful boat trip. I thought we were going to fight like a giant sea monster or something halfway across. Request escort from a Palmacosta warship or something. Take care. Sorry for making you take us all the way out here. Be careful on your way back. You too. Okay, let's go look for clues about the next seal. Honestly, that part right there, the way they were building up how dangerous the seas were and then nothing happened, made me think that maybe during this game's development they had planned something for there and then ran out of time and just kind of glossed over it. It's a big ship. Wonder if they'll let me on. Sorry, I'm totally bored because of monsters. We can't leave port. Yeah, they're all talking about all these monsters at sea and nothing happened. What is it, Lloyd? I think there are more things I must learn in order to fight powerful enemies. What? Lloyd, you'll grow stronger. It's easy to continue recklessly swinging a sword, and that's probably enough to take care of your average enemy. But it won't serve you when faced with a truly strong opponent. You, Lloyd, are in the midst of realizing that. As am I, as I'm learning not to button mash as much. Therefore, you will undoubtedly grow stronger. Think so? Grow strong, Lloyd. Battle Tips was added to the training manual. Someone on a fishing expedition a year ago never came back. Everyone tells me I should give up and keep waiting for him. So it's my understanding that Tales is considered the number 3 JRPG series, at least in Japan. But I'm wondering if it's like a distant number 3, because I feel like everywhere Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest are immensely popular. And Tales, I'm only kind of recently coming to realize how big and significant it is. And I don't know if that's just my own ignorance, or if, like I said, if there's a big gap between the number 2 and the number 3 RPG series. We used to deliver Palma Potion to all of Silveron on a ship, but now, because of monsters, we can hardly even leave port. Again, the sea monster population is way overhyped. came on my ship, didn't you? I'm surprised you aren't afraid of the monsters. I'm the mysterious gourmet, the Wonder Chef. And that's all he says? He's not going to back that statement up. Here at Seven Seas, we mostly sell seafood. I tend to always gloss over crafting and optional bosses in RPGs unless they seem like they're really essential to progressing. So like all these food ingredients and stuff that I can get, I just kind of skip them. Okay, cool. I can upgrade some of these things. Mysterious chef. I thought he said he's like the Wonder Chef or something. I guess I am wondering about him now, so... Not completely unreasonable title. Oh, that's a big upgrade. Yeah, I will say that the weapon and like armor crafting seems to make a big difference. But the food crafting thing I don't get. There's just something about crafting consumable items that I have a hard time getting myself to care about. So far, I've yet to even use Rain, but I still feel compelled to like give her good equipment just in case. Oh, Mume is a big upgrade. I didn't even realize I had that. Welcome to the armor shop, High Tide. Okay, everyone should be set up for now. Design people are bad guys, right? Mom said Dora will get them. There she goes again. What did you do that for? Yeah, she just knocks people down. That's just her thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Ah, the Palma potion we just received. Hey lady, that was a very valuable potion. How are you planning on making up for this? I wonder if this is a scam. I'll buy a replacement potion right away. Replacement potion? Do you seriously think that's going to be enough to appease my anger? Come on now. You just sound like an idiot. What did you say? Do you know who we are? They kind of look like their own RPG party. And I should care because... Why, you little... Stop, I'd like to leave here as soon as we can. Don't start any unnecessary trouble. I agree. Let's just have them replace the potion. You got off lucky this time, kid. Hurry up and go buy that potion. There's no need to bother, Colette. No, I ran into them, so I have to pay for it. Unfortunately, I just spent all of my money. Dropped a barrel of our shop's potion into the river. Mom's gonna kill me. People are just dropping potions everywhere. I can't remember saying this loud, but the truth is I envy Azalea's non-aggression treaty. They acquiesce to a certain percentage of their population being raised and then slaughtered by people. And that's admirable. I still don't understand these X-gems. That's something I'll research on my own when I'm not playing this. Because that sounds like kind of a complicated mechanic. Palma potion? I'm afraid we're sold out. Check again later. Is Palma potion just wine? Based on the design of this shop, I think Palma potion is just wine. Colette just spilled someone's real expensive booze. Granted, I'd be angry about that too. You meant Neil? Who's Neil? Neil is an aide who assists Dor. He's such a wonderful man. Palma potion is the city's most famous product. Have you tried some yet? From the looks of your face, I'd suggest not.
Oh, please! There's no way anyone would sell those to you at a price that low.
Her name is Chocolat.
You should be thankful that we're even willing to spend money for goods from a rundown shack like this.
I don't need to hear that from a bunch of filthy designs. I'm not going to sell one single gel to the likes of you.
Chocolat, stop.
But Mom, these are the same monsters that took Grandma away.
You've got some nerve talking to us like that, little girl. You keep that up, and we can't guarantee what'll happen to you or the city.
Just try it. As long as Governor General Dorr is around, we'll never submit to the likes of you.
You little...
Stop. We'll exceed our quota for this year. We need permission from Lord Magnus to go any further.
They have a roughing up shopkeeper quota?
Depending on Lord Magnus's mood, you might or might not get to keep that pretty little head of yours.
Well then, I'm off to work now, Mom.
Take care. I
thought she worked in the
apologize for
shop.
what happened. I'm sure you were startled. Please, relax and take a look around.
Oh, the mom's name is Cacao, and the daughter's name is Chocolat. I see what they did there. The people of Palma Costa are brave. Yeah, they're facing up to the designs. Wish I could show this to the people of Azalea. It sounds like that person they call Dorr is doing a good job leading them. We should speak with him first. There's a book titled Dwarven Vows. Would you like to read it? Sure. Let's all work together for a peaceful world. Never abandon someone in need. Don't depend on others. Did it just skip the third one? Goodness and love will always win. Why do they have this stupid book here? So far we've encountered exactly one dwarf, but many copies of the Dwarven Vows. The shop is called Marbles? Oh! That's the lady we met earlier. Ah, Palma Potion is 50 gold more than I thought it should be. I mean, I'm sure I have one thing I can sell. Oh, I can sell a piece of chicken. Now time to buy some expensive wine. Protects against physical ailments, but reduces attack by 20%. Yeah, that definitely sounds like booze. Makes you numb to pain, but also ineffective. Here. Hand it over to the Palma Potion. Alright then. Looks like you're good little boys and girls after all. Just make sure you learn your lesson and don't mess with us again. Yeah, I'll be careful. Come on, we're leaving. I have to say, that Governor General Doyle sure was trusting. It's hard to believe he just gave up his family treasure like that. What? So what are we going to do with that anyway? You're an idiot. We don't have to use that for a thing. We're just going to sell it to the geezer in Hakonesia Peak who collects old junk. Let's go. Sorry for getting us in trouble. Those guys kind of pissed me off. Yeah, I wonder if that was an optional thing, like if I don't do that, if I never bought them the wine, if something else would happen. We've been getting a lot of peeping toms. It's become a real problem. Huh. I tend to be a pretty thorough town explorer in RPGs. Older ones like Final Fantasy V got me in the habit of checking every little thing. I'm not quite as thorough in this one, but I do tend to be pretty methodical with how I go through and talk to everybody at least once and go into every room and all that. I actually don't think I need a hotel room. Yeah, no one's taken any damage. Okay, so that's the exit to the town. So the other direction is where the General Lord Commander, or whatever his name is. Oh, welcome back, Troidal. Governor General Dorr. Dad was taken away to the ranch and hasn't come back, even though I've been a good boy. Hang on just a little longer. I promise, remember, I'll save everyone who's been taken away to the ranch. But I'm lonely. Don't worry, Father is a friend of everyone in the city. My mother died of an illness, but your father should still be alive. I'm sure he'll come back. Really? Yeah, they're all taken away because they fought back against the Designs. I swear I'll rescue them. Okay, I'll wait for Dad to come back. Good boy. Let's go, Kelia. Yes, Father. Who is that? Governor General Dorr. He's recruiting soldiers and resisting the Designs. He's a wonderful man. After losing his wife to an illness, they're explaining exactly what I just listened to. He's raised his daughter Kelia all by himself. As long as Governor General Dorr is here, we won't submit to the Designs. Even if we're carried off to the ranch, Dorr will come and save us. That's nice. We believe in him. People of the city are all so strong. That Dorr person must be a great man. So yeah, welcome back, Troidal. I think since you were last in the chat, we had a very uneventful trip across sea where we were supposed to encounter monsters and stuff, and absolutely nothing happened. And now we're on the port town on the other side of the ocean. Neil is monopolizing the attention of the girls in the city. I wish he'd share some of it. Like 12 different NPCs talk to you about how the seas are dangerous and full of monsters and no one sails anymore. And then the cutscene is just you peacefully sailing across the ocean and nothing happens. Long live Dorr. Despite losing his wife 5 years ago, he has not shown a weakness over it. Okay. Dorr's, everyone says the same thing. Beloved Neil. Which one of these people is Neil? I want to meet the legendary Neil. How are you doing, man? What? Huh. The boys don't take their class duties seriously. Oh, they have a steamship. That's cool. Say, Guinness, you were supposed to go to this school, weren't you? Ah, yeah, I was given a recommendation. You? A child this small was recommended for the elite Palmacosta Academy? Ha ha ha, he's bluffing. It took me 6 tries to pass the entrance examination. What? Don't make fun of him. I guess Genus can even say his multiplication table? What kind of low example is that? Well, it's high level for Lloyd. Poor Lloyd. They say birds of a feather flock together. I'm sure this run is the same level. What? You're nothing compared to genius. Interesting. Will you challenge me then? You'll do it, right? It's easy for you to say. Do they have like a nerd battle now? You should know that I'm the highest ranked student at this academy. You're going to regret it later. I'll prepare the questions. When you're ready, come up to the classroom in the back on the second floor. So they can have like a trivia duel? Yeah, let's do a little intensive training. We should borrow an empty classroom. This is a huge town, at least by this game's standards. A lot of NPCs. Where did it go? Where did what go? Some questions about yesterday's lecture. Yeah, there's a lot of NPCs to talk to, but not really that much information to glean from them, it seems. Today's recommendations, same as usual. Do the stories in these games connect, or are they pretty independent? You know, I'm not sure, Troidal. This is the only Tales game I've ever played. It's my understanding that they're only like loosely thematically related, kind of like Final Fantasy, or at least that's what I think. But I'm not sure how much carryover there is from one game to another. I just know that when I ask people, most Tales fans agreed that this was a good one to start with. And I got some opinions from folks that said there are definitely ones that are not good to start with. Hey, Data Error. I didn't know you were there. Good to see you. Last test I took was a disaster. Is that a chef? Say, would you like to be a waitress for a little while? The chosen one is going to be a waitress? Sure. Do you need an explanation? Why not? You deliver the food the customers order. First you memorize the customer's orders, and then you relay those orders to the kitchen. I was hoping we'd be playing like Overcooked. Finally, you carry the food out to the customers. That's all there is to it. I'm sure you'll be fine. Now here come the customers. Yum tea, 1 Oriental rice. Yum tea, 1 Oriental rice. It's ready to take it. One eel, 1 yum tea. You know what? I don't like this mini game at all. Can I just leave? Yeah, JRPG minigames. Bye. I wonder if I get to keep the food I was going to serve them. I should have just like loaded up with everything. Anyway, I need to find a classroom for the nerd battle. There we go. Now, while Guinness and I are reviewing, all of you can spend some time studying as well. It's a good opportunity. Let's start with imaginary numbers. What did Lloyd learn from Kratos in the tree it ruins? Guardian. I was hoping they would actually ask me about imaginary numbers and other stuff. Yeah, no kidding, right? Late 90s, early 2000s JRPGs have some mini games I just find so tedious. He learned Guardian. Question 2. On the Asa Trail, what did the value 9.8 damage from... That's the acceleration due to gravity. This is kind of reminding me of Persona. Where was Lloyd born? I don't know. I don't know is the correct answer. Next time we head to the test room. So are the answers I gave correct? Because I like how in the Persona games, or at least in Persona 4, so when I played, you do these exams and you have to answer the questions from the lecture cutscenes that were earlier in the game. Alright, let the match begin. I'm not going to lose. I've heard what's going on. In the interest of fairness, I prepared the questions. Now take your seats. The rest of you go ahead and take the test as well. What? Me too? Well, I'll just try it out. Begin. Oh boy, here we go. First, last place is Lloyd Irving with 25. Whoa, 25. That's your best yet, Lloyd. Congratulations. The rest follow in the order. Colette, 210. I don't know what grading scale they're on. Huh? It's not out of 100? I was wondering the same thing. It's out of 400. It's like the SAT. Kratos Orion, 380. Rain Sage, 400. Well, we expect anything but perfection from the professor. You don't have to know foreign history for these quizzes. Yeah, it's true. Or like Japanese, like Shinto lore and that sort of stuff. Scores of Guinness and Mighty. The other guy's name is Mighty. Mighty Washington, 398. Guinness, 400. Yay, good for you, Guinness. That's not possible. Take that, Guinness is amazing. I lost. I'm sorry I made fun of you. I can handle anything. I must say, Guinness is quite impressive. Yes, he's very accomplished for his age. It's no wonder he received a recommendation to our school. How about it? Would you like to stay here and study with us? Yes, do that. You'll probably become the most notable genius this school has ever seen. Wow, Guinness. It's alright if you want to stay. I mean, you should stay, really. Now I'm going to go on with all of you. I'll go back to studying when the world is at peace. Are you sure? Of course. I already said. I'm sticking by you forever. Aww. Then I'll give you this certificate to enter the academy. Come back anytime when the journey is over. How nice. He gets admitted to a university and he can just pop in there whenever he wants. Guinness obtained the title Honor Roll. So what did that do for me? And was the outcome a function of the questions I answered during the practice portion? I don't really know. A post-game activity, like at the end of the game, you can remember that Gina still needs to go to school and send him to school. Oh, you're the ones that came to our item shop earlier, aren't you? Sorry about when you saw earlier. I work here as a pilgrim's tour guide. I don't know where they're going to be okay. Those guys might not hesitate to destroy this entire city. You don't know anything, do you? This area is under control of Magnius from the Eastern Ranch, but just last month they reached the designated death count limit. We're safe until next year. That's grim. So this city hasn't signed a non-aggression treaty? Azalea is the only place with a treaty like that, although there are many who envy it. I don't want any part of a treaty that panders to the Desians. That means you must spend every day in fear of them. Doesn't matter what I do, everyone lives in fear of the Desians. And besides, Governor General Dor is building a resistance force to fight the Desians. He'll be getting rid of them soon. And on top of that, I've heard that the Chosen of Mana has already begun her journey of world regeneration. Oh yes. Just hang in there until the Chosen saves us, okay? She doesn't tell anyone that she's the Chosen. She doesn't realize you're the Chosen. So while we're waiting for the regeneration, I recommend that you follow Martel's teachings and go on a journey. The current tour is already full, so would you like to sign up for the next one? You're nice, so I'll let you go on the tour at a reduced rate. That guy's sleeping in church. Oh, Chosen One, do you remember me? Oh, of course I remember you. It's nice to see you again, so you've become a pastor now. Yes, ever since the Tower of Salvation appeared, I had eagerly awaited the arrival of the Chosen. The legend of Spiritua will surely be of use to you. Spiritua gave her first sermon here, right? Yes, that is correct. The legend of the world regeneration from that time was written down in the Book of Regeneration and was given to the royal family. It contains the record of the location of every seal. That's it. We won't have any trouble finding the seals if we have that. Where is the Book of Regeneration? It is currently being held by Governor General Dor. Thank you. We'll see him right away. Should we do? Shall we just go looking for the seals using Remiel's words as clues? I think we'd better off getting that book. Well, of course she wants the book. She's the professor. Surprise, surprise. We'll go look at the steamship later. In a couple of minutes here, I'm going to have to log off. In order to fight the Desians, we were always training. Maybe I should train some too. Wide open. What, how? Fighting with two swords deviates from the way in which swords were originally intended to be used. The difficulty increases your vulnerability. That's weird. If one sword has a power of 100, then using 2 will make it 200, right? Are you telling me that's the reason you chose to fight with 2 swords? Yeah. What? Why do you look at me with pity? I'm sorry. That was amusing. Greetings, travelers. We welcome travelers as per teachings of Martel. May the blessings of Martel be upon those who journey. Thanks. Actually, we're looking for something called the Book of Regeneration. We heard at a church that it's here. What the? It's the Book of Regeneration, dummy. I knew that. Yeah, what he said. Book of Regeneration. Yeah, that's our family treasure, but what of it? Oh, they gave it to those other guys. That's right, I forgot about that. The ones whose wine I spilled earlier. We want you to lend it to us. What an insolent request. I'm sorry, that was crude. We are aiding the Chosen One on her journey of world regeneration. So the other ones are con artists that convinced her. Okay. For the sake of the future of our world, we wish to learn the path followed by Spiritua. Governor General Door. Yes. The Chosen was just here moments ago. How dare you defile her name? Yep. These despicable criminals must be arrested and turned over to the church at once. Wow, Father, did you see? She has wings. She's like an angel. They're beautiful. Wait, everyone, lower your weapons. The person before us is without a doubt the Chosen of Mana. There is no mistaking the angel wings are on your back. Please forgive our insolence, Chosen One. It's okay. Everyone tells me I'm not very chosen-like at all. This means the Chosen we gave the book to regeneration was an imposter? Wait a minute, you said something about the Chosen. Now you guys are figuring it out. Yep. Must be those guys that were giving us trouble earlier. We had received information that the Chosen's group was headed this way, so we naturally thought it was them. Are you stupid or something? Everyone's so rude in this game. Now what are we supposed to do? I'm terribly sorry. I can't believe this. Use your eyes at all, or are they just there for decoration? Jeez, you humans are... Everyone's rude and prejudiced. And violent. Janice, that's enough. You don't happen to remember the contents or the whatever it's called book, do you? I'm afraid not. It is, after all, written in the language of the angels, so only members of the church can read it. Damn, it looks like we don't have choice but to chase after the imposters. But how? Remember what they said? They're planning of selling the Book of Regeneration to the Hakanesian Peak, then. Wow, Lloyd, you're amazing. It's only at times like this that he has a good memory. Shut up, Genus. Now let's go after them. Lloyd is just a notch higher in intelligence to know what a book is. He's not like the protagonist of Helen's Mysterious Castle who couldn't even read. Well then, let's go. Even though I kept trying to make her read things out of habit. I can't believe someone's pretending to be Colette. Yeah, this is trouble we didn't need. Heh, someone pretending to be me? I feel like I'm a famous celebrity or something. Hey, Colette, you are famous. The entire world has its eyes on you. Yeah, no pressure. Oh yeah, that's right. It still doesn't feel quite real, you know? Oh, brother. Alright, I'm gonna go find a save point now. It's just after 11 p.m. Here in my time zone. Damn it, those guys piss me off. I mean, the imposters, right? I know I'm really mad, too. Yeah, I like the little emoting faces too. Huh? Doesn't it make you mad, Colette? Well, I think if there are lots of Chosen, the odds of the world being saved go up. That would be a good thing. I like the way they animate the faces too. One of these shops is the checkpoint. I think it's this one. There we go. Yeah, comic book vibes is a good way, or manga, or anime, or whatever. But yeah, I know what you mean. I like it. Yeah, well, the characters in the party are kind of tropey and simple. They're well balanced, so I like that about them. Anyway, this is the point where I'm going to have to call it a night. So I want to say a big thanks to everyone that tuned in tonight. I don't think I'm going to have any more streams for the rest of the week, but we'll be back in my regular time slot again on Tuesday next week from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Most likely playing more Tales of Symphonia. I think I'm going to set aside... I'm going to play Just Cause 4, the other game I've been streaming lately, kind of in fits and starts, and just save the like major set-piece missions for streams when I get to them. So those will be my impromptu off-schedule streams, and I think my main streaming game for the next little while is going to be Tales of Symphonia. And I may, before the month is over, squeeze in a quick stream because it's Disney Game Month. But we'll see. But anyway, once again, thanks to everyone who tuned in tonight. I hope everyone has a pleasant rest of their evening, and I hope to see you all again on the next stream.